Welcome to Dancing with the Energy, Past Life Therapist Certification course. Hello, I'm Dennis Dossett, your host and instructor for this course, and I got some information I'd like to share with you today. So let's get started. This short presentation covers the introduction and course overview for the Past Life Therapist Certification course. In the next few minutes, I will briefly discuss what past life therapy is, reasons why people need past life therapy, what a past life therapist is, and why people need a past life therapist to help them. In addition, I'll list the topics covered in the course structure, and the cost. Then you can decide whether this certification course is a good fit for you. Maitreya, one of my wisest teachers, tells us that we live 85% of our current incarnation in past life mode. That's a lot. We just don't realize it because it all seems so normal, so typical. Even physical or emotional pain can begin to become a part of one's comfort zone after a period of time. So how do you know when you're having a past life experience? The list is seemingly endless, but here are a few examples. You're afraid to be with a particular person, to do certain things, to be with certain animals, or to go to certain places. This can often be an indication of a past life fear or a past life situation. You dislike someone when you first meet them, or dislike a certain place. This occurs because the soul recognizes the past life energy and will do all it can to avoid going through a similar experience again. You may have strong romantic feelings when you first meet someone, and you want to be with that soul no matter what it takes. You have a secret longing to visit a foreign country or a particular place. This often indicates a past life memory. Perhaps something needs to be finished from a past life there, or the soul just has to see it once again. Attachment. You repeat a particular phrase or song over and over in your mind without consciously intending to do so, or you find yourself thinking about it in the midst of other activities. This often indicates the past is tugging at your consciousness for attention. You may have strong habits or preferences, and you don't know why or where they came from. Anything that persists in your comfort zone is a strong candidate for a past life connection. And in many situations involving past life energy, you may have the fleeting question of what's going on here. It's as if your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are on autopilot. You feel compelled to go through the motions, to do something often compulsively without understanding why, or without having given it much, if any, thought at all. What is past life therapy? Well, it's not just one single thing. There are a wide variety of practices and procedures designed to assist an individual in healing their own past life energy and assisting their own soul evolution. Not everything, and certainly not every tool, technique, or methodology resonates with every individual, whether you're the client or you. The most important thing is to discover and provide what works best for each individual on their own chosen path. So why do we need a past life therapist? Well, clients have many different problems, most of all of which are based in past life energy. Remember, we live 80 to 85% of our lives in past life mode. Different problems often suggest different approaches to dealing with them. How likely is it that a client is even aware of this, let alone be able to make an informed decision? There are many useful past life therapy modalities available, not just regression. Granted, past life regression will probably be the go-to modality in most cases, but your job as a therapist is to assist your clients to heal in a manner that is most beneficial for them. There are many useful past life therapy modalities available. The question is often a matter of why to use them and when to use them. I'll be providing information and guidance throughout the course to assist you in being the most effective past life therapist you can be. What is a past life therapist? Well, remember rule number one. It's all about the client, not you. Therapy is a service profession, and this comes with great responsibility. Past life therapist develops an understanding of what's going on in a client's life, assists the client when they get stuck, Or occasionally get freaked out. Doesn't happen often, but it does happen. Helps clients to accelerate their own healing and soul evolution. Past life therapist serves as a teacher, life coach, and guide. Yeah, it doesn't sound like a therapist. And what's all this business about clients doing the healing? You're there as a coach, a teacher. You don't tell clients what to do, but you help them learn how to do it. And there's a reason for that, a strong reason for that. You are not the quote unquote healer. You look like the healer to them, but spirit is the healer. You take the role of a healer, physical problems, mental problems, emotional problems, and sometimes spiritual problems as well. But the actual healing is up to the client. They just need help. That's why there's a past life therapist. Past life therapist has been familiar with a range of past life therapy modalities. You assist clients to knowledgeably choose what works best for them. It's their choice. You don't have to be fluent or even do all of them. You don't have to be a jack of all trades, and I believe you shouldn't even try. Do what you do best and then do it well. It's about the client after all. But you need to do what works best for you as well as your client. That sometimes means that you may refer a client to somebody else that would be a better fit for them. The best past life therapist understands that one size does not fit all. You are not a one pony show. This does a disservice to your clients. The best past life therapists have training and experience with a variety of methods to meet people where they are. I wrote a blog on my website about this topic, meeting people where they are. This is the best way to provide the most valuable service for your clients. Remember that past life regression is only one modality, perhaps the best one for many, if not most of your clients. But, and we'll talk more about why that might be the case when we get to Module 6. Of course, there's past life regression for healing past life energy, but there's also matrix re-imprinting, EFT, emotional freedom technique. Matrix re-imprinting actually incorporates EFT as an important part of the process. EFT is simple, easy to learn, and you can teach it to your clients to help them help themselves, especially when you're not available. And when they go into crisis, they're going to want to call you. You may not be available. You may not want to be that available. Remember, your job is to help people to help themselves. That's spiritual growth, soul evolution. There's the emotion code, which is very useful. Hypnosis within limitations. I mentioned a little bit about this earlier, but there's much more to the subject. Soul retrieval. This is actually an ancient version of matrix re-imprinting in many respects. The client may be more familiar with and comfortable with soul retrieval than other more modern procedures. The Akashic records, you'll get requests for that. It's another name procedure similar to, but not quite the same as past life regression. It's the same information. It just looks different on the outside. But meeting people where they are coming from is what's important. Such things as journaling, meditation, etc., etc., etc. These can be similar to, but not the same as past life regression, but they can be great adjuncts to past life regression. It's a process of healing. It doesn't happen all in one session. The important thing is to learn when to use them and how to use them so that you can be of best service to your clients. We're certainly going to talk about past life energy and all its many different ramifications, how it's triggered, and the nature of the conscious and subconscious minds and all that sort of thing. But we're also going to talk about the basics of hypnosis. Again, you don't need to be an accomplished hypnotherapist to be an excellent past life therapist. We're going to talk about the fundamentals of past life regression. preparing the regression environment, preparing your client, preparing yourself for a past life regression session. And then, of course, conducting a past life regression session. That comes at the beginning of the second half of the course. Other useful past life therapies for you to consider learning and practicing. Consider, not mandatory by any means. And the business side of regression therapy. Like it or not, it is a business, even if you don't advertise it as such. That's because of the business and especially legal requirements involved. And that's going to depend on where you are, your state, or local city regulations may require certain kinds of things like a license, for example. Marketing your services. Just because you hang up your shingle says, I do past life regression, it doesn't mean that people are going to come knocking on your door. You got to learn to put yourself out there. And that's not comfortable for an awful lot of us, me included. But you got to do it. You got to do it. Now, hypnosis versus past life regression. We're going to cover what hypnosis is and what it is not. The objective of hypnosis is to replace less effective, even harmful ways of thinking with more positive beliefs. Research evidence shows that its effectiveness increases with the number of sessions, generally requiring a minimum of 5 to 6 sessions spread over a course of several weeks. As a clinical procedure, there's no intention to raise your vibration in a spiritual sense. And there's certainly no evidence, of which I'm aware, that even suggests that as a possibility. In terms of learning life lessons, the evidence is non-existent. That's not what it's there for. It's about relieving symptoms. And that can be very, very important. But symptoms are not the problem. Yeah, they get in the way of a person's life, their ability to function effectively in it. But what about the cause of the symptoms? Well, past life regression, on the other hand, has its primary objective the learning of life's lessons through one's personal experience, which is the only way that they are learned. Its objective is to fundamentally change who you are as a person by creating a better version of yourself through your own experience, also known as wisdom. Past life regression is similar to hypnosis, only in the procedures used to induce the alpha state of the conscious mind. Hypnosis is only used to open the door to past lives, but that's it. That's all. There are other important differences as well, which I will discuss when we get into the course. Past life therapist versus hypnotherapist. Look, if you only want to be a great hypnotherapist, this is not the course for you. It will not make you a better hypnotherapist. I shouldn't say that. It might. But basically, the objectives of past life regression are for a different purpose, and the procedures are very different than one would use as a hypnotherapist. If you want to be a great past life therapist, you will learn many things not included in training programs for hypnotherapists. But the truth is, you can be a very good past life therapist with only a very rudimentary knowledge and skill level in terms of hypnotherapy. You can be both a great hypnotherapist and a great past life therapist if you want to. Just know what you're getting into and why. Course structure. Well, at this point, we've got people from 4 different continents who are interested, but time zone differences, as well as work schedules that people have to work around. So live instruction and group interaction it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. That's the way I learned, but it also took a week, travel to another state, 1,500 miles away, a week full of hotel and meal expenses. And, well, it's not the only way to do things. We're going to have 17 self-paced instructional modules, each about 45 to 75 minutes in length, with handouts as appropriate. We're going to have live one-on-one coaching sessions with me that meet your schedule. We may, hopefully, be able to get you put together with other students We practice on each other. Practice will be an important part of this course. There's always email, question and answer, anytime. I get back to you as soon as I can, typically within 24 hours or less. And there's a past life therapist certificate on completion of the course. You can display this to let your students know, your clients know, sometimes they are your students, let your clients know that you know what you're doing. You've had formal training in being a past life therapist. That gives them a lot more confidence in you and makes establishing rapport with your clients just that much easier. So what's it going to cost? Well, the regular price is going to be $700 US. The cost for each of the 17 modules is around $41. That's a bargain for the breadth and thoroughness of the training to be a certified past life therapist. I had to spend, what, almost 4 times that or more to get the same training. Actually, to get most of the same training, which you're going to be trained in, it's going to cover much more than what I learned as a past life regression therapist. There's more to it than that. But as an introductory discount, I'm offering a discounted price of $600 US until May 8th, 2023. That's when everything was supposed to go live. There've been a number of delays and so forth. Some people are actually starting already. But until May 8th, the discounted price of $600 will be available. Yeah, that's over 14% off the normal price, and it's only about $35 per module. That's an incredible steal. Now, is $600 all at once a little hard to swallow? No problem. I'm offering the option of purchasing the first half of the course now, $300. You work your way through the first 8 modules of the course, and then when you're ready, purchase the rest of the class, $300. Just opt for the half course payment option rather than the full course payment option, and you're all set. So if you're interested, the next slide will show you how to register for the course or not. It's totally up to you. If you want to register for the course, just go to my website, www.dennisdossick.com, click on the classes tab in the menu bar, and scroll down to the past life therapist certification for further information and instructions on registering. Pick either the full course option or the half course option, whatever works best for you. You can email me at dennisdossick.com for questions about the course, anything for that matter. I want to thank you for your kind attention to the material in this introduction today. I'd like to hear from you. Would love to hear from you. So thanks again. And after registering for the course, I will see you in Module 1, Conscious Living and Past Lives Foundations. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.